Hey ladies and gentlemen, Stephen here from the YouTube channel Redolessence. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you coming back to this channel, watching my videos. And you might recognize this gentleman to my right.
Hey there, it's Joe from the channel Joe Sent Me.
Nice, man. Cool. So I'm going to link Joe's channel down below if you haven't checked him out yet. As usual, I love reviewing with anybody who has a genuine passion and a love for fragrances. And so you're always welcome on the Redolessence channel.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
I'm
so
glad
much.
you're in the area. Cool.
Yeah.
We can capitalize on it.
Yeah.
So today, thanks to the courtesy and the generosity of Joe, we will be reviewing a fragrance that you brought for me to sample. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
The brand is called Affinessence, and the fragrance is called Patchouli Oud. So stay tuned. So before we formally start the review, I do want to mention that once again, thanks to the generosity of Joe from Joe Sent Me, we will be doing a 5 milliliter decant giveaway. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is just leave a comment down below with what do you think is your favorite part of this review, or if you do have an opportunity to check out the rest of the collection, just tell me which one appeals the most to you. After you leave the comment down below, you will automatically be entered in the giveaway. You don't have to subscribe to my channel, but if you do take some value from this video, I would love your subscription. So what do we know about this brand? Because this is obviously your bottle, so start us off.
Yeah. So first of all, the thought of the concept of this brand.
Yeah.
When I heard that this was just based on base notes, instantly I thought to myself, well, okay, you got my attention. Anything with base notes in it. Because that's the thing we look forward to most, by the way, when we spray a perfume is the base. We don't want to wait for the dry down. We just want it right now. And that's what you get with this. And that's amazing.
I get what you mean in the case of some fragrances like Musk Ravageur by Frederic Malle. A lot of people don't like the sharpness of the clove in the opening, but they love the gourmand nuances as it dries down. I know personally for some scents, I love the opening.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part. Yeah. But in this one, I guess the notes that are utilized are so unique. You have the vetiver, you have obviously the patchouli and the oud, you have the cistus, the incense. So all of these are ingredients that contain a higher molecular structure, so they're certainly going to last a long time, and it's not going to be as volatile. I haven't personally worn this one on skin, full disclosure, but in my experience with a lot of base dominant scents, they're not as loud, but they do sustain themselves a long time. So how would you describe the smell of this one?
So the patchouli in this is also one of my favorite patchoulis. It's a cocoa patchouli, so it's very chocolatey, it's very rich. But one of the descriptions I've heard was it was referred to as a dusty, which gives it kind of a dryness to it too. But the oud in this is also really rich and decadent as well. So this is extremely decadent, really, really nice. So that's the way I see it. So
I think dusty is a perfect adjective. So we saw the write-up on LuckyScent.com. Yeah. So this is available on LuckyScent. Links will be down below if you're interested. And it sells for $375. It's eau de parfum, and it's a 100 milliliter bottle. Yeah. Right? That's correct, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Okay. And it comes in this beautiful black lacquer box. And as you may or may not see from here, you're also going to get this cashmere sock that you could travel the bottle with. And it's gorgeous. I mean, just a cashmere sock alone is worth $100, you know. So it's amazing.
That's cool. Yeah. For me, knowing that my name is Redolessence and this is called Affinessence, I know that it's a portmanteau, which is a combination of two or more words, and it sort of conveys something for me. So whenever I think of affin, I think of affinity, which means a love or a passion for something, and essence means smell. So I know, at least in the name, for me, it conveys that they're very passionate about scent and the creation of scents. And so that's kind of what brought this brand to life, I would hope so. Now, you had the pleasure of meeting the owner of the company?
Yeah, Sophie Bruneau is the owner of the company. I got a chance to interview her as well, and Stephen will include a link down below to that video from Essence, so you can meet Sophie yourself. She explains the whole brand, and we even walk through every single one of them, and every single one of them are so special and unique. It's so cool. But of course I picked this because I love oud and patchouli. So yeah, it's really cool. So
that is awesome. Yeah, and just going back to the smell a little bit. So in terms of the patchouli, it is dusty. It has a cocoa appeal to it. It's not chocolatey in the sense that Noir de Noir by Tom Ford is
Yes.
chocolatey, and I don't think it's as green as Hindu Grass by Nasamato, but you definitely smell the patchouli. It's not a dry patchouli. It's not bitter. That's what I
Yeah.
meant to say. It's dusty, but it's not bitter. The vetiver in here just kind of adds a verdant accent, but it doesn't dominate the composition in any way. I would say it's more about the other resins that are in here. I believe Cistus and Elemi were listed. And you get a little bit of incense, which adds a touch of smoke, but it's not a birch or a cade oil. It's not a super smoky scent.
Right.
It really is about the patchouli and the oud that's used in here. It makes its presence known, but it doesn't choke you out.
No, it's definitely, I would say this is not a challenging oud. Again, for those of you who are afraid of oud, this is not a challenging oud. Oh, let me just do it this way.
It's totally cool.
I kind of like the way this looks too.
Shameless plug. But, dude, I really enjoy the smell.
Me too.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm craving an oud, I like an oud that actually smells like oud. And then there are times when I do like the discreet ouds. I think this one is a fine balance between the two where it's noticeable, but it's not loud and in your face. So, very much like the other review that we just did on Oud Jasmine,
Yeah.
I think it's a gateway oud.
Sure,
So it's one of those
absolutely.
scents for people who might not necessarily be oud lovers, but they don't mind having that, arabesque, exotic touch to their fragrances.
Absolutely. I do think this is appropriate more for fall, colder weather as well.
Yeah.
In the heat, not so well, but in the colder evenings and fall, winter, this will be a fragrance that will shine for sure. And
Definitely
fall's
has a fall appeal.
right around the corner, so why not?
And in terms of social scenarios, I think this is very well dressed up.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One for the smell, two for the price point. Now, what did you get in terms of longevity and sillage?
So as far as longevity goes on this, it sits close to the skin because again, these are all base notes. But the longevity for this is at least 8 to 10 hours on me. And then the sillage on this is limited to about an hour because again, there's no pyramid. In fact, she stressed that. Sophie said there's no fragrance pyramid at all in this. It's like literally the bottom of the pyramid, and that's it. And
just the bottom level, yeah.
Just the bottom level. So this is basically a ranch. So,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I really do appreciate you bringing this. You had like 15 fragrances in your luggage.
Oh yeah.
So that would have been a nightmare if it had gotten confiscated or opened by
Absolutely.
TSA or anything like that.
Yeah.
But no, you got through, man.
Absolutely. And since my buddy Steve and Carlos couldn't make it to Essence, I decided to bring Essence to them.
I know,
So-
and I really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So we were sitting on my couch, and you were showing me some of the behind-the-scenes footage that you shot at Essence.
Yeah.
And I love how each booth has its own identity,
Yeah.
and it's like Candyland.
Absolutely.
Honestly,
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot wait to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go next year, but it's definitely on my radar. So thank you so much for turning me on to that, man.
I hope he
appreciate
does
that.
get to go though.
Yeah, a dream come true for me, I'll tell you that. But Joe, thank you again
Yeah,
for coming.
thank
I really
you.
appreciate it. Thank you for introducing me to this fine fragrance. Once again, if you are interested in checking it out, I did look, and unfortunately the samples are out of stock at Lucky Scent. But if something that we said in this video does really speak to you, or it sounds like a fragrance that would appeal to you, hopefully you find some means by which to sample. I never recommend blind buys on this channel, but links for purchase will be down below if once you do sample it and you love it, you want to commit to purchasing a bottle. Also, keep in mind, thanks to the generosity of Joe, we will be doing a 5 ml decant giveaway of this scent, so thank you so much once again for that, Joe. I appreciate it. And also, if you are not new to this channel, but you haven't enabled notifications, please do so by clicking on the bell next to the subscribe button. This way, whenever I do upload new videos, it will get delivered straight to your feed, and you never need to worry about missing any future content.
Yeah. But there's one more thing. If we get 500 likes on this video, I'm going to include another 5 ml decant for you guys.
Dude, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it.
I wanted to throw that in there just in case we don't miss that. So
awesome, man. Thank you so much. So
winners.
that's a $37 value for both of the samples.
Yes.
Not that that means anything, but that's very generous on your behalf. Thank you so much.
I'm happy to do this. I want to share the passion that I have with everyone else as well.
Cool.
So,
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot. Awesome. Thanks again for watching, guys. I love you, and we'll see you in the next episode.
peace.
Bye.